Hi Nykz squad, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna show you how to make the most delicious and moist traditional Jamaican fruit cake, or Christmas cake as we call it, right? And guys, this recipe is the bomb, so stay tuned as I give you the list of ingredients and I show you how to make this delicious cake. So guys, I've already prepared my spices. I've already gone ahead and measured those out. I'm now measuring my vanilla. Guys, as you can see by the recipe, you're gonna need your vanilla, you're gonna need your rose and almond. A lot of persons don't use that, but guys, that is a killer in this, right? I also have some special ingredients that I'm not going to go ahead and say, but you can find those in the recipe, okay? But I have my baking powder there, I have my mixed spice for baking, my cinnamon powder, my nutmeg powder, my lime juice, which is key as well, guys, and I'm using a fresh lime there. Also grated off the rind of that lime because I'm gonna use that as well in my foods when I'm blending. Right, I have my vanilla and I prefer Benjamin's vanilla. So let's get to it, right? So first we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna blend our fruits. Guys, if it is that you don't get the opportunity to soak your fruits, what you can do is to just go ahead and steam them in some of the wine and rum and then go ahead and blend them. Alright, and we're gonna blend them until we get a smooth consistency. I really hate tasting fruits in my cake. It's supposed to taste of fruits, but I should not be tasting the fruits. So we're gonna blend this bad boy, and you may need a little more wine other than what you soaked it in. You can go ahead and add that. All you're gonna do is to subtract that wine from the recipe. Right, so let's go ahead, give this a whiz. And guys, the key to having a nice and moist and delicious cake is that you're using a little bit more liquid than you would in a normal cake. And that's when I'm talking about a Christmas cake. To get that nice moistness that just melts in your mouth, trust me. There is a super secret ingredient that I'm not gonna give to you guys, not even on YouTube. So I'm not gonna show you that ingredient that I added in this, right? If you want to know, order my cakes, right? And that's just by WhatsApping me. Alright, so I'm out of frame here, guys, but what I'm doing, I am preparing my rum and my wine that I'm gonna be using in the recipe. And to my rum and my wine, I add all of my liquid flavorings. So I've added my vanilla, my rose and almond, all of that is going into this. I'm just gonna stir. Then I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my dry ingredients. And for my dry ingredients, guys, I sift everything. So I'm sifting the flour, even though it's cake flour that I use. Sifting that, sifting my bread crumbs, my baking powder, my spices, my dried spices, that's my mixed spice of baking, my cinnamon powder, my nutmeg powder. I sift everything so that I get a light and airy cake, okay? And my salt. Did I put salt on the recipe? Guys, I think I left it off the written recipe, but salt is quite important. So I'm just gonna stir all of that together and have that ready so that we can start. And we're gonna start now by creaming our butter. I like to start with a very soft butter. And I don't use palm butter, guys. I know a lot of persons use palm butter, especially when you're doing bulk baking. I'm bulk baking here, but I am using chiffon because I'm gonna just tell you this, guys. I shouldn't be telling you this, but it does give the cake a bomb ass flavor, okay? So, not a key, not a secret, no granulated sugar. Brown sugar, guys. Brown sugar helps to give the cake that color and that caramelization that you're looking for in our Jamaican traditional Christmas cake, right? I know it's a bit hard to cream. It takes a long time, especially if you're not using one of those big KitchenAid standing mixer and using a hand mixer like I am. And the truth to be told, this mixer was broken. It gave me hell. But yes, we're gonna scrape the side of the bowl, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and cream. But another trick is you can use your eggs to help you cream that butter and sugar together. All right, so once I've gotten it to a consistency that I'm good with, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start adding my eggs one at a time and ensure that they're incorporated. And I'm getting a lot of air in that batter, right? So that my cake will be super moist, light, and delicious. All right, so now we're adding our eggs, and it's one at a time, guys. It requires 6 eggs. Do not throw all 6 eggs or 2 eggs. No, what you want to do is to incorporate each egg. Get it in there. You're not supposed to be seeing anything because you don't want your batter to curdle or to break, right? So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna cream those in. Yeah, it's a process, guys. When you finish, your hand hurts your butt. So you go. You want good? Your nose have to run. All right, another egg. Cream. And guys, if you did not know, or if you don't know, I do baking for a living, right? That's my business. So it's ChefNykz. Well, I'm a caterer and a baker. So it's ChefNykz recipes, and a part of that, and catering services, and a part of that is that I offer ChefNykz sweet treats. So I do cupcakes, I do wedding cakes, do regular cakes, and of course at Christmas time I do my fruit cakes. I am not that big on puddings, I can tell you, but cakes, yeah, I'm a cake person. Not that I can't make puddings, but I'm just not. I love baking cake. Cheesecake, my specialty. So if it is that you're having an event and you want some really delicious cheesecake, hit me up. All right, so look at my batter, guys. Realize what I'm talking about getting that egg incorporated properly so that it doesn't curdle. Normally when with adding a lot of eggs in your batter to your creamed sugar and butter, it becomes so curdly. But look at this, how beautiful it is. And I'm just gonna go ahead here and eyeball my browning, guys. But in the recipe I say 7 tablespoons, but you need to actually check, because my dark cake may not be the dark cake that you like. So, and with me, I prefer to start with less and add more, which makes sense. Everybody knows that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and incorporate that, guys. This mixer is dying. It's dying a slow death, but yeah. So let's get that in there, whisking that all together. And the color, look at that color. It's coming. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and beat that in, guys. And now that we got the browning in there, now you're seeing a little bit of curdling. No problem. No curdling. Well, curdling, not cradling. But yeah, no problem, guys. No problem with that. So we're gonna go ahead and beat. And we soon get to the point where we're not using any mixer anymore. And that's an important part as well, guys. I really don't believe that cakes should be beaten. The batter should be beaten. Nope. It takes away so much of the air bubbles and so much of the lift. I only use the mixer for the creaming of the butter and sugar and the incorporation of the eggs into the mixture, because yeah, that's hard to do with your hands and a wooden spoon. I'm not building muscles here. But yes, guys. So now it's time for us to add our blended fruits. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now you're not going to be tasting raisins and all of that and biting all type of stuff. Everything is just going to be in the smooth, rich, delicious, mouth-watering cake. And we're going to go ahead and mix that in. And remember guys, this is already blended with some of the rum and some of the wine. And guys, I'm a big fan of Carl's fruit wine. Yeah, that's the only wine I really use to bake the cakes. To soak my cake, I use another wine, which I won't tell you. If you want to taste it, order it. But yeah, I use another wine to soak my cake, mixed with rum. And I can tell you it's white overproof rum, Wray Nephew. No other rum to soak my cake. But the wine, I may tell you, but let's get there. Alright, so not satisfied with the color. I want it a little bit darker. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more browning. And if you realize guys, I added browning first, then I add my fruits because it's kind of dark. And then I decide whether or not I wanted to add more browning to get the color that I want. So that's why I said start with less. You can always add. It's like salt, right? A little bit more browning, because that's how I do. I mean, fruit cake is not really brown, it's more on the darker side. So, and when this bakes up, it's gonna have that perfect fruit cake color, right? Go ahead and incorporate that. And yeah, my blades killing me. I don't know, this mixer just died. Well, the mixer itself as well. I need to check if I can get blades. Well, no, the mixer itself is not well. I think something is wrong with the area that the blades go into. That's what the problem is. It's not necessarily the blades, but the area on one side that the blade goes into, it keeps falling out. Yeah, but it has since been replaced, seeing that this video was done from last year guys, and I'm just editing to post it. Mainly because it was giving me so much trouble and I was so ashamed. But anyways, now we're gonna start by adding our flour. Guys, key to adding your flour is that you have to add the flour in 3 parts and add your liquid. Well, that's a flour mixture in 3 parts and your liquid in 2. So you start with your flour and you end with your flour mixture, okay? Keep that in mind, and that's for baking anything at all that you're baking once it's cake based, okay? So muffins, cupcake, whatever. Start with your dry, end with your dry. Alright, so we've added some wine. Then we're gonna go ahead now and we're gonna be cutting and folding guys. So I'm going around the bowl. Bowl. Yeah, I'm Jamaican. Sure, get over it. Right, I'm going around that bowl and I'm gonna go ahead and cut in the middle. And that's what cut and fold is. It's a technique to help you incorporate that flour without losing all of that air bubbles. So you're incorporating everything, and that's the technique that I use. There is a better view of it guys. Cut and fold, cut and fold. And if you're looking at my batter, you realize it's not watery or anything like that. Yeah, so that's the consistency that you really want to get, and you can see how fruity it is. You should smell this. It's so delicious. I know the kids are gonna have a grand time with the batter pan once I've poured out all of these. And guys, this is gonna give me about 6 or 7 8-inch cakes. Yes, that's so many cakes that's gonna be coming out of this one batch. So I'm gonna go ahead, continue incorporating. Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and bake this now guys for roughly 20 minutes until at 350 or a little bit less. Not 350 guys, it should be about 275 because I like for it to slow bake, especially in these containers. And I always have a bain-marie at the bottom of the pan, of the oven, sorry. And that is basically a pan with water to steam the cakes. And that's my finished product guys, and you can go ahead and order yours at ChefNykz recipes on Instagram. Just please go ahead, subscribe to my channel as well, because I know that this recipe is very detailed. It gives all of the tips and tricks, and that's what I do, right? My packaging is superb, and guys, trust me, these cakes are absolutely delicious. My flyer is attached, so you can go ahead, reach out to me. WhatsApp 876-779-2919. Thanks for watching. Remember to go ahead, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, guys.